the show, I guess. Woo!
Yeah, we're starting the show.
Rada's like, I'm gonna set it so it's down and it kicks you all into the show at the same time, and then everyone's like, okay, see you, Rada. Click, 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 and then it's like we all just trickled in. Oh man.
Hey Nick.
So nothing. You know what you should do as the host of a show? The first thing you want to do is disparage your fellow producers and comedians.
Cheers.
So take notes, everybody.
Nailing it.
I welcome back to congrats on line your success. Is this officially? When was our first show? Last month was our.
This is the 12th
We can't
show.
do this again. Everybody got mad last time.
Yeah, because the argument is like completing the year versus the anniversary. This is the anniversary.
This is the new anniversary. This is the new anniversary. What is that giant contraption in your hand?
This?
Charles.
This is a...
Yeah, what is that?
It's like getting lost in the background. This is a dry herb vape. It is the X Max Pro. It's honestly cheap as fuck, and it works pretty good. It's you smoke weed without combustion. I don't know.
So
what
you're saying is...
Here's the thing, not a great battery life, so I always have it plugged in. So it's not exactly wireless, but gets me
So what
out.
I heard is that we're smoking weed.
Smoking weed. Happy 420, 19 days in advance. That's our theme for tonight is 420, 19 days in advance.
19 days in advance.
How are you guys spending the next fortnight preparing for 420? I use that. That's close, right?
No,
that's
fuck. Yeah.
Fortnite is
2
hell
weeks.
yeah. I'm like fucking Abraham Lincoln in this bitch. I got my special background. I got these two little Italian boys tossing a pizza. I found this on an old
That sounded creepy.
external drive. Look, it sounded creepy because
I
it was
got these
creepy.
two little Italian boys.
I'm sorry, they're
Just
little
tossing my
Italian
pizza
men.
in the back.
If you know how to toss a pizza dough like this, you're definitely a little man. Anyways, let's do a little crowd work. Welcome back to Congrats on Your Success. We are doing this shit again. Let's see, we got Nick on the train. What are you doing, man?
Are you dying?
Where are you going, Nick?
Don't die on Zoom. That is awkward.
Are you okay,
What are
buddy?
you supposed to do? Send the pizza guys to save you?
I took a big one. That's how
we
when
saw-
I'm
I'm not-
playing video games. What's up, Nick? No, I want to hear where you're going.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm not dying. I'm going on a date and
Obviously.
Yeah.
Nick,
you know, I'm
breathe.
vaxxed.
Always bringing a date
vaccinated.
to congrats.
The more
You know
you
how I
cough,
do.
the more you get off.
Gosh.
Yeah, how many dates
Sure,
have you?
everyone's
How can
invited.
you quantify the number of dates you've been on, Nick, since day one of the pandemic?
Nick's a
8,000.
dater.
See how his connection got fucked up right as I got real with him?
The normal amount, whatever everyone else is doing.
Oh, zero.
Ah.
More than that, like whatever everyone else is doing. I'm fully vaccinated, so I'm like, you know, getting
Vax
into
gang,
it.
Vax
Do
gang.
you see how he said that? I'm fully vaccinated. Let's get this. Puss up!
That's what
It's
I'm
like you're
saying.
reading
Look,
my
I
mind.
got the second shot coming on the 18th, and on the 19th, I'm getting somebody pregnant. I can't wait.
That's so much confidence in your quarantine sperm. You don't think they've gotten like lazy?
No,
Oh,
if
wow.
anything, if anything,
Or
they've
like
been
they'll
more-
be confused. They're like, "Where are we? It's been so long."
Exactly.
That's Charlie's sperm.
They're holding too many papers. At any given moment, my sperm like they're like they're late for class.
Oh my god, your sperm would have paperwork. You'd be like, "Hang on, I have files."
My sperm would have a lot of paperwork, but it's not because it's like responsible and like people assign it a lot of paperwork. It's because it lets all the little things pile up. Anyways, that's enough of a peek into my mental state here.
Wow.
Let's see who else we got.
What are we doing, Charles?
We are doing a comedy show. Congrats online. We do this once a month. We've been doing it for the whole pandemic. I guess this is our official 1-year anniversary, which fucking sucks. That sucks. You know, normally with a comedy show or a new production, you kind of hope it has some sort of longevity. But with this, we were really hoping to only do 3 shows. But here we are, 1 year later.
Yeah, it was
still sad and angry.
We were really excited to ride the wave, not knowing it was a tsunami.
Yeah, I don't understand this fourth wave comment when America just had one big wave. I don't really. Did we ever dip at all? Sorry, Sonal, what were you saying? We're out at sea.
No, it's too late. It's too late. It was about the surfing analogy. It's timing, baby.
Timing. All right. Let's see. Do I have any jokes?
What's the crowd work thing? Weren't you doing a crowd? Didn't you have a game or something?
You know what? How about tonight, Sonal and Billy co-host? Anytime I stop,
in the middle of your hosting
if I stop talking for 1 second, you two have questions ready to go that are just not at all in the direction that I'm trying to take things. I don't understand it. Oh man.
I say fight. Give the people a good money's worth. They pay $0 for this. They want to see a fight.
Look. No, I'll jump into the crowd work thing. I'm gonna go ahead and do a digital illustration. Oh, you can't see that at all. It's my iPad. I want to see in the chat. I want to see a combination of your favorite 2 emojis, and then I'm gonna pick one. I'm only gonna pick one of the combinations, and I'm gonna get a really nice, weird fucking drawing for y'all by the end of this show. So whenever you want to hit that chat, go ahead and give me 2 emojis, and then I'm going to wait until after the first comedian to pick one. That said, I don't want you staring at your phone looking for emojis, ignoring our first comic. So take your time thinking of those. All right, so I guess with that, we're going to go ahead and get things started. I don't know. I totally forgot what our little lineup was that we agreed on. Was it? It's okay. Yeah. So this first.
Oh, now you want us to talk?
When I ask questions, an answer would be nice. Our first performer, your success. Hopefully, you'll be able to catch her in some live shows in the, I don't know, this year. But for now, get excited right now. Show your love by either cheering. Feel free to unmute yourself if you're not going to be chit chatty, but you want to laugh. You don't have to turn your video on. We do have a participant called I Don't Share Video, but I Laugh. So I love them. We need plenty more audience members like that. So yeah, because everybody comes in muted, so feel free to unmute yourself if you want to laugh and you're not going to chat. Otherwise, wave your hands, show some love, be in the chat, throw us tips. We're going to have our tip information in like the link tree. I don't know. We'll have it in the chat, and that is how you can show us love. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get things started with your first performer of the evening. Get really excited for your friend of mine, Sonal Agarwal.
I do not want to fight. I do not want to fight Charlie because he has been holding it down every fucking month. He has been here the whole time, enduring all of this. Like, okay, so give it up for Charlie. Please don't do that. Charlie talked shit and we got quiet so fast. I muted myself. I was like, oh my God. Who, mommy and daddy still love each other, kids? Who's mommy and who's daddy in this scenario?
Oh, I mean, I'm always mom. Like, have you not met me? I'm definitely mom.
Does that make Charlie daddy?
I'm daddy.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like, Oh my God, you guys!
I'm Mom and Billy's Zaddy. Sorry, now I'm interrupting someone.
I
Look
am
at that.
Jack.
No, what the fuck? This is my set. No, you know what? Go ahead, Charlie. Go ahead. Talk through my whole set. Just interrupt the whole time. I mean, how are we going to go back to regular human interaction? Like, this is how we interact. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but I'm so comfortable in the tunnel. I'm not wearing pants right now. I have a little burrow in the tunnel. I mean, I'm like rolling a spliff as I'm looking at a screen with all of your faces. It's amazing. But it is, I mean, it's a really powerful time. It's a really powerful time to make fun of white people. You know, and it's important. It's important that we show up for that. And really my favorite thing is just to be like, didn't I see you at the Capitol? Didn't I see you on CNN? And really, please, like, white people, you can fuck with other white people. You know, other white people, and be like, didn't I see you on CNN? And they'll be like, what? No! What the fuck? No! Oh, God! It was Uncle Terry. I look just like Uncle Terry. It wasn't me, I swear to God. It's like, I was kind of joking, but now this is, wow. I mean, everybody can relax. I went to college, Vienna, so I'm cool. I took a lot of psychedelics and made out with a lot of white people. I'm clear. I'm clear. And and now we got motherfuckers telling me that I'm not that kind of Asian with everything going on in the news. I was like, this is so fucked up. What's happening to us Asians? And I had a friend who was like, but Song, you're not that kind of Asian though. And I'm like, you know what, Jeff? God. I'm not asking your opinion on Max. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up in the 90s. I remember growing up, it was black, white, and other. I remember when we got the Asian box. We're like, oh shit, represent. And then it was like, you could be Asian or Pacific Islander. And it's like, am I Hawaiian? Are they grouping us together? Like that, what the fuck? So please don't tell me what kind of Asian I am. Like I'm shoes or something. Like it's just it's not a good look. It's not a good look. And based on my upbringing, since I had 3 paths, like doctor, engineer, or disappointment. That is, I think that's like an immigrant in general upbringing, but definitely Asian, like fully Asian. My dad is an engineer. He went with option 2, and he always finds really clever ways of reminding me that I went the 3rd path, the disappointment path. Like you think in your 30s, they're like, we're over it. This is the path we've chosen. We support her, and no, like,
no, no, absolutely not.
My mom will say things like, I'm just waiting for the next phase of your life to start. And I'm like, bitch, we are in a year anniversary of a pandemic. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to be raw dogging everybody on Tinder like my best friend? Would that be more acceptable to you? But don't worry, she's wearing a mask because she believes in diseases like COVID. And she is so wild, you guys, because this is one of my best friends. She usually comes to the show. She's not here. She'd be like, that's me. I'm that dirty hoe. But she's not right now. And she, she wears a mask when she's raw dogging these men on Tinder. And cause like if she lives with her mom, and if she got COVID, her mom would fucking kill her. Her mom would murder her. But if she gets pregnant and they need to go for an abortion together, that's like a mother-daughter bonding activity that gives them something to do together. I just love her.
Wow.
I said that to her and she thought that it was really funny. So how long is the dick? Let me tell you right now, I've seen some of these dick pics. This is not social distancing size. They are not 6 feet, rather. It's so funny seeing like other people's dick pics. Like, do you guys realize that when they send a dick pic is being like assessed by all of their girlfriends, you know, and we're like, oh well, that's a little never, you know, so it's probably going to be a good performance. Thank you so much, Alex, for the grading of the, oh my god, the fucking Capitol. Remember how they called it a coup? And it's like, how are we going to invoke the French? That is so fucking un-American. That is, oh god. And I'm a patriot. I'm a fucking patriot. I'm out here being Asian. Let me be fucking Asian. Jesus Christ. Charlie, have you given me a light? What's happening?
No. Do you want a light?
Okay. No, this is, I am really, really happy to see you guys. It makes me, okay, I don't know, this is definitely a premise, so let's work on it. Do you guys feel like online dating is like trying to hire an intern? Okay, it's like, you realize this is an unpaid position, right? And like, what will you require on-site training? Should we just make a Google form? We should make a new dating app where it's like, hire an intern for your dick, or pussy in my case, which I'm working on the name. Will you require, what are your political beliefs in regards to the female orgasm? Can you cook food for your boss? Me, that's me. I feel like the Confederate flag would do really well on OnlyFans.
What?
Anybody? No. People love the fuck. We sexual. Okay, sexy Confederate flag. It's a sexy flag.
Tell me more. What are you saying?
What?
What?
Like the flag
Rebecca,
is
you're an
sexy,
expert.
or it's
Do like inanimate objects have OnlyFans accounts?
I hope not.
I feel like, is there a sexy Confederate flag OnlyFans accounts? Like, doesn't this sound like something that everybody that voted for the Don would be like, yes, I have a subscription. I am a subscriber. It's a sexy flag. No, just me. I always remember being little and being like, that's a much better flag than the American flag. That's, you know, it's just symmetry. I mean, I'm talking about like a fake porn account for, I'm sorry, you're right. I'll stop. Anything else? God damn it, I'm getting fucking sweaty. Why am I wearing so many layers?
No, see, it's happening. Oh God, no.
Are the comments are doing good. See angles, curves. Okay, sexy.
No.
It's hard to, yeah. Well, yeah. It's, I don't know. There's some sort. It's a very weird thing to be brown and to be around white supremacists that sexualize you and want to oppress you at the same time. You know, I'm like, how do I make money off of this? Is all I want to know. You know, like, go ahead.
No.
Go
Don't
ahead,
click on that link. God damn it. This is exactly what I didn't want.
And if we could like get, you know, like a nice big bush to be normalized and stop racism, give me the plan for that. Yes, Mira, I'm with you. And yeah, you know, USA, Team Asia. I'm a true patriot. Love you guys. Congrats to everyone for being here. Thank you for being here. I'm very sweaty. I need to take a layer off now.
Sonal, everybody. Let her hear it. Let her see it. Show her love. Show her love. Oh, she's got the fan going.
My pussy.
Gotta cool down. What? I'm sorry, what? What?
You heard
Your
her.
Pussy? Is that what those
fanning
fans are
it.
for?
It's the water, you know?
Sonal, I've never ever heard Sonal say, I need to take off a layer. That is stop the presses shit.
I am the layer. It's true. I love layers.
Yeah.
You smart.
I wish
Think
I
ahead.
just need a bunch of interns to work for fucking the experience, you know, so they're better at all the things when they go out into the world. I would be such a, oh man, I'd write letters. I'd be like, pretty good, cunnilingus, quite good. Could use some improvement. I do have notes still.
Wait, the premise here is that you want cunnilingus interns to eat you out until they're
better,
have like enough work experience to like get an.
And then I send them off into the world so they don't stop giving bad head to my friends. It's an act of service, really.
Okay, so that makes way more sense as an OnlyFans. I think you could make that idea work.
Okay, we have lots to talk about after the show.
But a sexy flag. I mean, I will say you had me. You had me once you hit the symmetry of it. Boy, the American flag. It's really heavy on the left. It's kind of weird. It's it
looks like lopsided, right? It looks like it's gonna fall over.
Right. It's not even asymmetrical at all. It's terrible.
I body shaped our flag.
It's a shame that
too many stars. Very heavy on the stars.
It's not even. What even is it? It's not even actually the Confederate flag. It's like a specific offshoot of the Confederates that were even more racist than the Confederates somehow. And then that just got co-opted as the Confederate flag. Anywho, enough of a history lesson. Nobody wants to know how much I know about the Confederacy. That's not what my audience.
Is it a lot?
But don't we, Charles?
No, honestly, I don't know. I didn't know enough. I had a hat in high school that it had a chucker, like a mud flap girl, and it said "Your trucker, mine." And the mud flap girl, if you looked closely at it, you couldn't really tell because it's such an oblong shape, it was filled in with the Confederate flag. And I just didn't know. I just had absolutely no idea what was on my head. So maybe I should know more about the Confederacy. Anywho, I sold that hat to $10 to someone who probably grew up to be a white supremacist. Canceled. Please cancel me. Oh my God. I would love to just never. If I could just lie down and die and stop existing, that would be wonderful. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. Let's move right along. I've picked my two emojis that I'm going to be drawing. Should I tell you which emojis they are? Should I save it? I think it'll be fun to surprise you. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's see. Before we move on to our next performer, this is something I just discovered I could do and make it really fucking weird. Watch this. Oh, now I've got Arthur on my face. Oh, I'm not as washed out as I used to be. Oh, it was really creeping Billy out earlier, and I thought that was pretty
It's still creeping me out. It's still
there we go. Look at that. Oh, anywho, technology's crazy, huh? We're gonna keep things moving right along. This next performer, I love her so much. Right? Is it her or is it? No, it's not her.
You're in charge, Daddy.
Everyone's looking at me confused, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull a change up here. Wait, what fucked you up? The filter, putting the white balance as the color chrome thing. Anyways,
yeah, it looks like a hole in your face.
Yeah, it looks like what? You heard of tryptophobia, fear of
holes?
Yes. It looks like that. It looks like that disease where you hate little clusters of holes, and it's like, why would you do that to us?
Yeah.
Gross. This next performer, very funny producer of this show, feeling the vibes right now. I don't even know if they have music playing, but it doesn't matter. Let's get excited for your friend and mine, Billy Bullet.
Oh.
I'm not playing music. I'm not playing music. I was just getting high, so it just makes me feel good, Hi, hello. I don't know if y'all have watched the show a lot, but like I'm sitting in the same spot that I always am. You notice that my walls are a lot more plain. That's because I got things going on. I got vaccinated and I got my stimulus, and then I talked to one of my best friends, and she did not use this pun, but ever since we talked, I've been using this pun. It is get your stimmy and shimmy. So I'm moving. I'm in the process of moving. Like I'm moving tomorrow. Like I decided to move after last month's show, and between last month's show and this show, I'm moving to Brooklyn. I'm moving away, far away. But don't worry. Now that we do the show online, I'm not going anywhere. You're stuck with me. Cool. Okay, great. Okay, I should tell jokes now. I have jokes about that. We should just talk. I'm getting high, and that's more fun than telling jokes. You know what I mean? Like getting high and hanging out is like more fun than telling bits. Like I don't think I want to go back to a stage where I have to like write material. Like I just want to get high and fuck around. Anyway, okay. The world is coming back. Everybody's noticing the world is coming back. People are getting vaccinated, and like it's coming back in a way that I was not expecting. Like I thought that we had all kind of agreed that before was bullshit. And now everybody's just like, yeah, but I can't wait to go back to my bar job and make less than minimum wage. And I was like, what? I thought did we not agree? Did I get my ass kicked by the cops for no reason a bunch of times? What is happening? Yeah, you're saying roaring 2020s, but I don't really think, I think it's going to be like a lot more like a whimper. I think we're just going back to what we were doing before. In fact, there's no better example that we are returning back to last year besides the fact that my feeds are just like fully thotty again, like everybody's in their underwear. Everybody's doing that pose where they're like sitting on their feet. So it just like really accentuates the butt. You know what I'm saying? You take the picture from behind and it's like sitting on, you get it. You guys are feet people, right? Congrats fans are feet people, I think, right? Nope. Yeah, nobody no? Really, I thought somebody was gonna say yes to that. Okay, well, anyway, it's weird because I remember what happened last year when everybody got super thotty. I got really into OnlyFans, and I had a lot more money to spend on my friends' OnlyFans back then. And I can't have you guys I have to move away. I have to spend a lot more money on rent. Please don't all get OnlyFans again. It's really hard to not spend money on it. Okay, great. Okay, I can't go through that cycle again. Yo, you know what's great? Weed was just legalized in New York. That's very cool. Oh, yeah. That's very cool. You know what I love about weed being legal in New York is that it's like, I read in the news today that it was like effective immediately. It is okay to smoke weed anywhere that it is okay to smoke cigarettes. And I was like, how is that not every weed law? Like that was like a big deal that was in it, the weed law. And I was like, wait a second. I live in a place where weed has been legal for a year, and that's not the case. How is it not the case? It should be the case, right? Like you should be able to smoke weed. That should be part of the law that like now you're allowed to smoke weed after weed is legalized. But it's not. It's not true. You can't do it here. You could have weed, you can buy weed, but going outside and smoking it, no, you're going to jail, bitch. Unless you're really stealthy or whatever, like I am, which is not true. They don't care anymore. The cops actually don't care anymore, and that's pretty cool. I feel really good because I'm like moving to New York, and you know how people say like when you go visit them, it's like, oh, you must have brought the good weather with you, ha ha ha. It's like I feel like I'm bringing the Canna vibes, like I'm bringing the legalization vibes with me to New York, and I think that's cool. I also went to a bar. You guys. How many of you guys have been to bars in the last like couple months? Anybody? No? Yes? Okay, good. I'm glad I'm cluing you in. It's weird. Like I went to a bar, I got vaccinated, and I went to a couple spots that were like indoors and let you sit at the bar, and they have like these movable plastic screens that they like slid back and forth and spread out based on how many friends were at the bar together. It's hilarious. But I think that it's hard to go to a bar now for two reasons. One, I think that the reason that the drinking part about going to a bar I don't like anymore, which they kind of frown on these days, especially. Like if you're not there to spend your money and give it to them, they're really like, get the fuck out. Understandable. But it's kind of annoying because I don't miss the drinking as much as like hanging out with people. But the problem is every time I go into a bar, I'm like, all of you niggas cannot be vaccinated. What are you doing here? It's like I'm going to a place, getting mad at the people for being at the place that I'm going to because I want to see other people. It's really frustrating. It's like really hard. It's like really frustrating because I want to fuck everybody. But also every time I look at anybody, I'm like, you just make every decision wrong, and I hate you because it is really. It's confusing. It's confusing. Like, how do you like? I don't know how to be a person anymore. Is what I think it really is. Okay. All right. Okay. I wrote some more jokes. I'm just gonna skip them because I feel pretty good about like leaving town, but everybody else is making me. Everybody that I've like hung out with recently is making me feel like kind of emotional and sad about leaving. But I'm like putting away everything in my house, and I'm like, oh, when you move across country, you do this wave of like, this shit's not coming. I just realized all of this shit that I'm looking at is not coming. It's too big. It will never fit inside the 5 boroughs. I have a king size bed. I'm not fitting that anywhere within the whole of New York City, let alone inside of an apartment in New York. Like, I can't, it's dumb. I've been doing that with some of my relationships too, I think. Like, I'm just like, hey, chair, this chair is so soft and comfortable. I love you, chair. You and I have had a great few years together. This is where we part ways. And I think I'm doing that with everything. And it feels really good. I'm going to miss a lot less of you than I thought I would. I thought I was going to have a big party. The pandemic is showing me, like, you don't even like half the bitches you were going to invite. Don't even do it. Just don't. Don't do it. Mm-hmm. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna be sentimental for a minute. I love Chicago. This is my home. I'm going to be back here. But I think it's time. It's time for me to do something new. Like, I've done like kind of everything you can do in Chicago as a performer, except for all of the comedy shows that wouldn't bring me on. But like, I did a show with the Blue Man Group at the Briar Street Theater, like on stage with the Blue Man Group. No other Chicago performer has ever done that. You know how I know? Because they didn't even want to do it with me. They were like so against it. Cirque du Soleil owns Blue Man Group. And I was working with the people from Cirque du Soleil. That's right, on that bitch. And they were like, well, it's okay if the blue men are bald, but we don't want them to be blue. We want to make sure this show is like a different show. And I was like, so I'm going to do a show with the Blue Man Group, and they're going to be wearing bald caps, but just be white guys. And they were like, one of them is black. And I was like, that is literally not the point. Like, I want them to be blue. They weren't. It didn't matter. They were very serious. We got paint all over everything, though. That was pretty fun. Rada, Synergy. They almost hired you to do diversity training. I mean, you know, they're definitely homogenized over there, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I guess that's it. It wasn't like, I'm feeling very good. I'm going to leave this poster up on the wall when I leave. I've had like 1,000 posters, and now I'm just leaving this one because the cops just fucking shot a kid right down the street from my house yesterday, and he's dead now. So welcome back to the Seat of the Revolution, everybody. Thanks.
Billy.
That's it, Charlie. That's my time.
Billy Bullock, everybody. Let them hear it, see it, show them love, show them love.
We're just like mid-drag.
Oh, terrible. Oh, it was bad timing on my part. Back into the cough lock. Yeah. No, we're good. Shit, what was I? Mm-hmm. I was gonna riff on something and then you dropped a bomb, and it was like, how do I riff now? What were you talking about just a moment ago? Moving.
I was talking about how I can't go back to the bar because I'm sick of everybody. I'm sick of looking at people doing shit at bars, even when I'm at a bar.
Yeah, right, Rada. Yeah, the whole set. Just go back, joke by joke, word by word. Make it like a palindrome. Go backwards.
The Blue Man Group?
I don't know if you know me very well, but I'll tell
Blue
my
Man
story
Group.
Again.
There it is. Thank you, Denis. It was the Blue Man Group. Let me ask you some questions.
Okay.
They put on the bald caps, but then they didn't put on the blue makeup. That was what. No, Cirque du Soleil would not let them be in their full costume for the show, even though they were doing their material. They're very specific about like what material the Blue Man Group does on their shows, and if they're not doing their show, they do different shit. But I didn't make them wear the goddamn ball caps. I was like, fucking wear your natural hair then if we're gonna like, especially the black dude. Like, I wasn't gonna make this dude. He has a giant afro, like this big, and he just like smushes it all the way down and paints it blue, bitch. I'm not joking. That's a real fucking thing. I've seen him, and I wasn't. just as incredible as any other Blue Man I've ever seen.
He was the best one.
Let me ask you this: were they quiet weirdos even without all the makeup and everything?
Nah, they're fucking theater actors. They're all theater people. They're just the exact type of fucking weirdo theater people, except most of them are drummers instead of like people who sing a lot. Like most theater, like musical theater people just break into song. It like real life is like people actually like that shit in real life. These guys mostly like just drumming on shit. But otherwise, no, they're just guys. They like to drink.
Life is but a stage. I fucking love Blue Man Group. They were my idols when I was a kid.
I feel incredibly lucky to have done a show with the Blue Man Group in Chicago. That is not a thing. Like I said, nobody else has ever done it. I feel incredible about that.
That's pretty wild. That's a cool accomplishment.
And guess what? Nobody's done it since because they canceled the show.
Oh yeah, that's how good it went.
Oh, it went great. They just didn't want to pay me to do it.
I'm kidding.
It was a pilot, and they were like, "Thanks so much."
I love it. It was kind of disheartening. It makes sense, but it was disheartening to find out that when they do like their giant like theater performances outside of the Briar Street, they have like 6 Blue Men like running on and off stage at any given moment. It's just 3 on stage at all the times, and I was like, fuck, it makes sense, but that just I really thought it was 3 men just putting in work, but I mean they are. I in a 7th grade talent show, I built a contraption that was essentially a Blue Man Group PVC pipe drum with another percussionist, and we didn't win. That's the end of that story. We just lost the talent show. I don't have. I wish there was like a cool thing to say. We essentially here's a funny thing is that he didn't check with like the auditorium's like sound team to make sure that they could pipe in like the Blue Man Group music. So we had like a boombox and we were playing the CD. And my school had a nice auditorium. That shit was big, so you could not hear that boombox even a little bit. But we had a microphone next to our instrument that you could hear that loud as fuck. So like that was cool, but everyone was just like, it was just y'all drumming. It was just y'all. Oh, it was tight though. We painted it we painted all these glow in the dark snakes and lizards on it. Anywho, that's enough of my childhood. Now we are going to move right along with. Wait, has the order changed? Is Unji jumping on the end? Is she jumping in the middle? Am I making that choice? What's going on? Who wants to? Rebecca's eating, so.
I'll go now. Fuck it.
So. Is you Rebecca? All right, Rebecca claimed the spot. Daddy's choice was to let someone else make the choice. That's how Daddy works. This next performer, I love her so much. She is, I don't know, she's an inspiration. She's fantastic. She's one of the producers of this Off the Jump. I'm going to say it like I've said for everybody else. Your friend and mine. Let's get excited for Rebecca O'Neal.
Yeah.
I volunteered with so much energy. Now I'm like trying to pull up Google Docs and shit. Hold on, okay. Hello, everybody. Let me get my shit together. I didn't wear a shirt. I'm wearing a sports bra. Who's into it? Okay. Woo. I was drinking wine out of that teddy bear cup, so like I've got a sheen to me right now. I've got a little wine sheen. I haven't had a drink in 2 months, so I feel it. And I'm like, literally, am I gonna sweat? We'll see. It's April Fool's Day. Wine Glow Go. It's April Fool's Day. Happy April Fool's Day. I don't believe in pranks. I believe that pranks are real. I believe in pranks. I believe that pranks are real, but I don't believe in doing pranks because pranks are technically just jokes without consent, and I have a problem with that. I have a problem with pranks. So happy April Fool's Day. Don't do anything weird. I will say though, the weirdest thing I ever did on April Fool's Day was in high school. I was on school newspaper because of course I was. And I wrote an article about my least favorite teacher, which I insinuated that he was a descendant of the original April Fool and a progenitor of a long line of fools to come. And I got suspended. But that's okay. That's okay. That was upwards of how many ever years ago I am. Make your own, choices about that. I will not confirm or deny. Whatever year you thought that took place, you're right. Okay. I'm off of caffeine. This is a transition. I'm off of caffeine. Let me get comfortable. Hold on. Okay.
The original fool.
The original April Fool. I wish I could remember what I wrote, but I know I was just being. I watched a lot of Daria, so I know it was like very sarcastic. Okay. I'm off of. I've changed my life. Right? You want to hear about it? I don't drink caffeine anymore. I've been celibate for, we're not going to say how long because of a short amount of time, but the decision was made. Shut the fuck up. Okay. I'm on a weed break. I'm on a weed break and I stopped eating meat a year and a half ago. And I'm like,
wow.
It's time for me to, I eat chicken and fish, but I stopped eating like pork and all that other shit. And I'm ready to start a cult, y'all. Who wants to join? Like, did you hear that list? Like, I'm on my like transcendent shit. I'm gonna be floating any day now. Like, I heard about monks. I heard about these monks who stopped fucking and they can like generate body heat from nothing. They can like cook a soup in their hands and stuff, and they can like sort of hover, not fly, but sort of like they can get off the ground. So that's what I'm trying to be about. Yeah, sexual healing. Oh, it's not gonna be a sex cult. I don't want a Netflix documentary about this. It's gonna be more of a, I don't know. We haven't thought it through. We'll do it live. We'll do the cult. We'll see what happens. This is why I'm crazy right now. I'm losing my shit because I had a dream recently. I've been having a lot of vivid dreams since I, took a little weed break. I'll tell you the first one. I had a dream that I tried to rescue Morty from Rick and Morty. That's what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? I also had a dream that somebody told me my hair smelled good. So that's how much I need human contact right now. Like a dream that somebody gave you a compliment of closeness, bitch, kill yourself. Everything is making me cry these days. Legally Blonde is on Netflix today, and I cried. Which part of Legally Blonde would you cry at, Rebecca? The part where she says ammonium thioglycolate? I cry when I'm proud of people. I cry when people accomplish things and when I'm happy. So when Elle won in court, I was like, that's my bitch. Like, I knew she could do it. I always believed in you. And I cried. I cried when I was watching Star Trek. When Wesley got promoted to ensign for like acts of bravery and valor before ever stepping foot in the Starfleet Academy. I'm like, you right, Wesley. I knew you was gonna do this shit. So I cried during that. Any sort of accomplishment, I'm like, the water works. So I'm a mess. I called my mom because I've been freaking out. I'm like crying about everything. It's really the weed break, but I'm on the phone with my mom having an existential crisis. Like, I'm getting old, all this shit. And she's like, my mom she doesn't think she's funny. But this is what she said to me when I was like, I'm getting old, I'm freaking out. She's like, you're not old. I'm like, oh, thanks. You're not old because I'm not old. And I'm like, transitive property, I'm with you, let's follow this thread. She's like, you're not old because I'm not old. I'm younger than Keanu Reeves. And I'm like, I'm crying. Are you bringing up Keanu motherfucking Reeves? Like, what is Keanu Reeves? So shout out to Keanu Reeves. I did stop crying. I started laughing. My mom is hilarious. I got acid reflux from a salad recently. That feels illegal. If I'm gonna get acid reflux, it should be a hot wing should be involved, in my personal opinion. But I don't govern my digestive system at all. Apparently, I have no control over what it chooses to do or not do, and it chose not to digest this kale the other day. It fucked me right up. I'm like, you know what? I should have ate something really, really fucked up if I'm gonna feel like this. Kale is hard to digest. Look, I'm at the age I mentioned last month. It's a secret, but I'm older than Jesus. I have to massage my kale. I need a massage. And I gotta massage my leafy greens. Some bullshit. Okay, what else am I talking about? Oh, my roommate is a chemistry teacher, and I can hear them teaching the youth of America on the other side of the wall, and it's great. I play like, am I smarter than a high school freshman every fucking day? So I ask a question, I'm like, oh, Trent, oh, and then they can't hear me. It's a game I play with myself. There's nothing else to do. The other day they were talking about like, oh, you can turn mass into energy, and you can turn energy into mass, but it doesn't happen a lot, and it'll probably never come up in your real life. And I'm literally knocking on the wall like, are you gonna tell us how? How do you turn energy into mass? And they're like, you're disturbing my class. Yeah. The transitive property is interesting though, because I was thinking the other day, like, when you die, like, where do the vibes go? And I believe like vibes cannot be created or destroyed, you know, like law of conservation of vibes. Anyway, where do the vibes go? I don't have that much to say. I might tell some jokes from last week, we'll see, but I'm gonna wrap up soon. Ooh. They made a Black Muppet. I think that is extraordinary. They made a couple Black Muppets. They sent a press release out about it. They really wanted us to know about these Black Muppets, and I love that. You love to see it, but then I'm like, are any Muppets even white? Like, are Muppets like mythical creatures and like anthropomorphic frogs or shit? Like, I love that they're making a Black Muppet, but I'm like, who are white Muppets? Who are the white? And then I thought about it. The chef is white, and Statler and Waldorf, those two like hating ass theater goers, which sounds like a slur, but it's not. The old heads, yes. Literally, if I'm on stage and there's people behind me or on the side of me, I can't get comfortable because I think of Statler and Waldorf. Like, that's how you know they're really white, because they give me anxiety. Okay, y'all, I don't think I'm gonna say anything. Oh wait, I have another Google Doc. How much time do I have?
As much as you want.
Actually, I'm good. Unless you want to hear this Bigfoot bit again out of the tag.
Yes.
Let's do it.
These people haven't heard it. Okay, I'll say the big.
So, trying to hear jokes. Bear update.
The bear is right behind me. This is Ruben. He's named for Ruben Studdard for season 2 of American Idol. The real winner. The real winner. Clay Aiken, who I don't want to hear that name in this house. And I got a little Ruben mug. Like, it's all Ruben all the time over here. So last month I was talking about Bigfoot. We all know his plight. I don't think I have to go over it with you nice people. We all know what Bigfoot grows on a daily basis. Bigfoot is, at his home, chilling, minding his own business, naked. Next thing you know, there's 6 grainy pictures of his ass in a tabloid. You see 6 grainy pictures of his ass and you're like, oh wow, is he even real? And that's just really sad to me. I don't think anybody should have to live like that. And that's the exact same thing we did to Britney Spears. Okay, bye.
Rebecca O'Neal, everybody. Let her hear it. Yeah. See it.
I got drunk off of 2 bear mugs full of white wine. That's what's going on
bear mug wine. What a relatable measurement. Everybody knows how much a bear mug of wine is.
I'll show you.
And I think we can all agree that's a surprisingly small amount of wine to get so drunk off of. Look at the size of that thing's head.
And the mug was only, and the wine was only in the ass area too. It wasn't even full, so I'm a lightweight.
The wine was only in the ass area, and I love it.
Hey, that's the most relatable thing I've said, because this wine's ready to go straight to my ass too. So I feel you, little bear.
Hey. Did we get a bear update?
I just showed him. Yeah.
He's big and he's loved. Oh yeah, we got a bear update. Sorry, I was drawing. Turns out it's more distracting than I anticipated. Not gonna do this again as a host. We were talking about?
What?
It's
it's 8:30.
Yeah, you know what?
It's 8:30.
I'm gonna hand it over to back over to Billy real quick. Billy's got some information for y'all.
It's not really information.
Sure,
it's not really information so much as it's like a demand. Hi, hello, hi. By this point, you're either enjoying the show or something's wrong with you because you're still here, not enjoying the show. What are you doing? You're doing this for free. We do this every goddamn month. We're poor. We're artists. You want to donate some money? Think about it. Just think about it. at 42 past the hour, we like to donate $4.20 if you got it. It's less than the cost of a cup of coffee, and it's hilarious. You could, if you want to donate more than that, please do. It's a hilarious number. If you only have 69 cents, donate that. That's hilarious too. All these 69 cents coming down my Venmo would be really great. But you know, if you wanted to do $420.69, that's the best number ever. You know,
that'd be so funny.
You know, the links are in the chat. Join our mailing list. Come back next month. Tell your friends about the show. Give us money. I have to move to a place where my rent is going to be literally 10 times as much. Give us money.
Mm-hmm.
Billy, come on down to New York.
That's it.
You know what they say about New York?
That's it.
If you can make rent there, you can make rent anywhere. We're excited
Facts.
to have you. Oh
Big
my God.
facts.
I mean,
Welcome
no,
to
I'm glad.
Brooklyn. Welcome to Brooklyn.
Welcome.
Hey. Don't dox me.
Cool thing about
This is on the
Brooklyn
internet.
Brooklyn is a great place to see a bottle full of piss or a completely flattened bird. We're excited to have you. Come to Brooklyn.
Oh my
God. I'm not lying. Let's see. I don't know. I did. Yeah, I moved to New York to pursue my dreams of scraping by financially in a different city. Okay, so we are gonna get. We've got one last performer. Correct? We don't have any. Yeah. Okay. One last performer. Get excited for your headliner. She is hilarious. This is, I'm loving the new hair. I haven't seen this. And this fucking sweater. Shit. Okay. Always just a new drip every month. Love it. Love to see her. You're going to love her. Get excited for your friend and mine, Unji K.
Hey.
You're talking about my hair. It's new hair. It's not new hair. It's actually 3 days old. So thank you. You know, yeah, you have to. I start off the week with a very tight curl, and then progressively it becomes. It's always a mystery what will happen. Thank you. That was an insane intro. There's so much stuff that I was empathizing with, because I've also been trying to cut back on drinking, except for during the show. I let go. I'm a pig at the slop bin. Yummy, 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 yummy. I'm gonna slurp about the alcohol that I want this evening. You know, and that's what I do. But I've been trying to cut it out otherwise. So, you know, actually, whenever I try to do an English accent, it turns into a very offensive Asian accent. So I am gonna stop.
Nice. Let's hear it.
Hashtag stop AAPI hate. Trying to. Yeah, this is something that always happens with I just like default. I always go back to my roots of, you know, I used to call out my friends, like my Asian friends in high school by pretending to be their mom. Like that's how good my accent was. I would just call into the dean's office and be like, just put on the most offensive accent. And any adult would be like, yeah, that sounds about right. Even as it's like, yeah, so many people are like lived in America for a long time. But anyways, that's capitalizing on white guilt or white ignorance, whatever. Sometimes supremacy works out. I would say that, no, it never works out, JK. There's been a lot of like Confederate flag, better flag. Like, I was in Michigan and it was like, you know, it was like, it's, you know, there's like in the Midwest, I feel like there's more of this, but like in Michigan, there was this, it was like, I was in a Kroger, and it was, the first melanin of the day. Like no one in this supermarket had seen a tan or a type of skin. And I remember, you know, kind of like your head's on swivel or whatever. And you're just trying to get some bologna to go. And I remember like the eyes of this man in Carhartt overalls. and I like scanned down, and he was wearing a Confederate flag mask. And it was like, I mean, there's just so much like cognitive dissonance that's happening there, right? Like he's wearing a mask, right? So he doesn't actually believe, but then it's a Confederate flag. Like, I mean, it was just all sorts of things, and his eyes burning into my scared little brain over something as I'm holding a bag of bologna. You know, that's just like, that's some shit that I want on a casual weekend trip. But anyways, I skedaddled. I just dropped the bologna and I just ran out. We just made eggs. But, what was it? Okay, I'm gonna try to do. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. I was saying this. I've been trying this out, but like in the same week in which like Steven Yeun, and like it's like one got like the first Oscar nomination for an Asian American. In the same week, there was the shooting in Atlanta, and in that same week, I peed into a red Solo cup in my car. And so what I'm saying is that there's like plurality in Asian representation is important, and everyone is accomplishing what they can.
Thank you so much.
So what happened was like I chugged a coffee in a park and then got into a car to go back to the city, which was a mistake. Hey, I'm acknowledging I made a mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. Okay, fine. We hit traffic on the highway in a way where I'm starting to sweat urine. You know what I mean? When like you are needing and the urine, your pee will find a way, and it'll find a way. Just much like white supremacy will find a way, and your urine will find a way out of your body. And we got off of Addison, the exit, and we started going, and we hit traffic on Addison. And I had said like, no, I can make it. I'm an adult. I'm almost 30. I'm almost 40 years old. I can hold my pee. Okay. Yeah. Rude for you to assume not otherwise, but I could not. And so I was like, we have to turn into this parking lot and I have to pee right now. It was the storage locker thing on Addison, right by the highway. We pulled into the parking lot and there's a dude there who's trying to get in and he can't get in. So I have to wait. I'm watching him and I hold the red Solo cup up to right to my vagina. And as I'm pissing, I'm screaming at my son to stop looking at me because I'm in the backseat. And he's staring at me and I'm screaming, stop looking at me. And I'm letting it go. And it fills up so fast and it's so full. And I have to, it's
oh, gross.
So I have to, I don't know if you've had to stop peeing midstream. That's control. And that's something that only a woman can do. And so I would say that I turned it off and then poured it out in the parking lot. Tried to find a way to throw it out, but then I had a garbage can, so I did not litter. So I took that dirty, once piss-filled cup, brought it back into the car, and we drove back. And at this point, I told my son, after screaming at him, being like, when you go to school on Monday, you have to promise me you're not going to tell anyone. Like, this is between you and me. And I was like, I need us to practice what you're going to say. And I said, what are you going to say when your teacher says, what'd you do this weekend? What happened this weekend? And he looked at me and he said, my mom did not pee.
No.
So,
Yes. Oh my God.
Something happened to me.
Sorry.
Yeah, I've always had pee problems. By the way, that's not the first time I've pissed into a cup in the last 4 years. Okay, that is. I've had to pee into a cup in the back of a theater because I was about to go on and there was an opener and there was no way to get to the bathroom. So I had to pee into a cup backstage. And then I spilled it because I was startled. And I spilled all the urine. And then I sopped it up with this like bodysuit I was supposed to wear in my show, which I then wore. But I'm just saying that, like,
No!
like listen, when you have a kid, just shit happens to your body. Shit happens to your body. Anyway, like, this is the fun part. So like, my pubes have gone really gray. My pubes have gone really gray. It's like my bush looks like Mr. Miyagi's goatee. You know what I mean? You remember?
Wow.
Yeah, it's patchy and it's gray. And what's more upsetting is that like, literally a couple of days ago, you guys, I found my first gray. I plucked my first gray mustache hair. Like, what? There's just like levels of way that your body can let you down that you have only up until now experienced with people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, only people have disappointed you this way, never your own body. Like, and I tell you this as someone who has pissed her pants a lot as an adult. Like, okay. I mean, you know, I've always had pee problems. You know, I have a complicated relationship. Whatever. You know, yeah, I was actually. You guys have been talking about your mom. My mom had to help me with like an audition I was doing, like this. It was like a Korean movie, and she was helping me read, and so came over, and she's vaccinated now, so she was over and she's talking to me in Korean. I'm reading to her in Korean, and the way that she was roasting me, like I asked her about my hair. I was like, "Oh, does this look like how people in Korea would do it?" She laughed in my face and was like, "That's not the way anyone should do it." This is moments before I'm supposed to be on camera. I looked at her, I was like, I was just looking for a yes or a no. Thank you. I can't change anything about it, really. And it was reading. She's just like, "Oh my God, you're so bad. You know, I should be an actor. I'm better at this than you are." And as we continue reading, she's just continuing to roast me. There's actual like tape of me being like, "Please give me more confidence. You are really depleting me." And I'm saying this in Korean, and she laughs and cackles and she says, "No, I raised you to have a lot of confidence. In fact, look at you. I've given you too much confidence. You think you can do anything."
Oh my God! Damn, Jesus!
Like, it was
Fucking kill shot.
like literally, you see my face in the self-tape go from like, it looks like she popped you could see her popping my ego. Like, it was just like, "Oh, thank you for putting me in my place." It was really, really wild. I mean, you know, I haven't like hung out with her in a while. Then I was like, "Oh, this is where I come from. This all makes sense now." And that does feel good to remember your roots. Okay, I will leave on this, but you guys are talking about blue men. I used to hang with like a large group of blue men, and and there was a friend of mine who was adjacent to the blue men who was obsessed with becoming a blue man, but he was 5'11", and you have to be 6 foot. And to watch a 30-year-old man be depressed about how he can't grow trying to grow an extra half inch was one of the, and the thing is, this guy had a huge dick, by the way. So watching that, I think was one of the more formative experiences for me as a sexual person. Cause like because I his dick holding up at 8. You know what I mean? You know those like laundry detergent things with like the strap? Like, he would put it on his dick and like hold it like that. And he was depressed about not being 6 foot because he wanted to go bonga 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 bang, binga 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 boom, binga binga bing. And that's it.
I have so many questions. I need to meet this man.
The thesis of if you don't have to follow your dreams, just have a big dick.
I have a million questions. Yeah,
That-
OnlyFans.
man, I don't know. I don't know.
That's been. If you guys haven't realized on the end, we're sponsored by OnlyFans. Just kidding. Yeah, that sounds.
OnlyFans.
I need to meet this person. Please introduce me to this man.
I've been to an OnlyFans sex party. Like it was at a porn convention. Before it was OnlyFans, it was like a cam girl thing. And I've been to like a porn party. It's like that's where all my sex story stuff is from, like adjacent to these guys. But yeah, I remember going to their apartment. It was it cost. I know how much this apartment cost because I asked. We entered and I was immediately like, how much did this cost? And he told it was $10,000 a month. It was not even in the center of in Manhattan, but it was on Manhattan, $10,000. And there was black toilet paper there. Black toilet paper. Like, think about that. Like, when you wipe, how do you know? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, was it? Why would you?
That's crazy. That's when that's to me is when too much money. That's that diagram, you know. It's you know. But yeah,
Right.
that's where I met that Asian girl who was like a cam girl who kept trying to tell me that she had a BA. I was like, bitch, I don't care. Like, we're doing cocaine. Like, I don't need to know. I graduated with honors from UC Santa Barbara. Like, seems like you're using your psychology degree well, you know?
Angie Kim,
Wow.
let her hear it.
Wow. Wow.
I love you, Angie. That, and you're not wrong. It's like, don't tell me about what school you went to. I don't recognize the name because I'm uncultured. I don't know. Is Brown a good school? It doesn't. It's a color. It's just a color. It's like it feels so. I don't know. It's just I don't understand anything about college. That I guess that's our. That was fun. We were talking about OnlyFans that we all like. I don't know. During this time, I was really, really considering making an OnlyFans, and I ultimately didn't. And the only reason is because when I got to the step where you had to fill out a W-9, I was like, yeah, this is work though. Like, it's not like you got like all these salty dudes online about like, oh, I wish I could just toss up pictures of myself like naked and make some money. It's like, that's not what they're doing. Like, there's so much work that goes into the fucking picture taking process that it's just, fuck, I might as well like do art and like pursue my other dreams if I'm going to put in just as much work to do something that I'm not interested in doing. That said, I support OnlyFans. Go spend money on real people and jack off to their bodies. It's healthier. All right, cool. Well, that's been congrats on your. Oh wait, I gotta show my drawing here. Here's our final product.
Oh, yeah.
It was the first person to respond. I think it's actually I don't share video. They responded with a skull and an eggplant. So this is what I came up with. So it's like
dick.
I think this should
Charlie.
be an emoji, right? Like anytime, like when you're done fucking a dude, this is what you send him, right? Like something like that.
Oh God, that's great.
Or it's a
Put that on
compliment.
fucking shirt. Get some money.
It could be a compliment. You know, like if a dude like sends it out, or a dick having person sends it out, that it's just like, wow, you were so good, you killed this dick, right? Like, I don't know, it's multi-layered. It's got a lot of uses. All right, cool. That's fun. Y'all are fun. I love you so much.
I love it.
We have the best audience. I love that you guys turn out to this every month. As disjointed and sloppy as it is. It makes us feel a little more human. I have to do it because if I don't, I'm gonna feel weird. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. What's fun about this is that we are going to continue to do some sort of version of this no matter what. Like when the world opens back up, we are going to try to get maybe some live feeds of our live shows going. So I don't know, keep a lookout for that. But we love that y'all have tuned back in repeatedly. We get a decent amount of donations. I'm not trying to brag, but y'all treat us nicely, and we love you for it. Thank you to all
what
of
if
my
you broke a record
co-hosts and performers.
this month?
What if we break a record? If we, on the 1 year anniversary,
donations,
break the record, we will twerk again. Remember when we did that? Oh, isn't it fucking crazy when you're like, wait, oh, damn, that movie was good. I haven't seen that movie in forever. I should watch that. And then you like look it up and it's like, it came out in 2020. Like it came out. I'm like, oh, wait, this movie that I'm like, damn, I haven't seen that in forever. I've been in my room the whole time. Anywho, we're getting there, people. Just hold on hope. Get your vaccinations. Go get vaccinated. Find a vaccination site in your own community. It doesn't matter what age you are or how healthy you are. An arm's an arm and you're protecting your community. Go fucking do that shit. Like at this point, you're no longer cutting people. And if there are people in your community that are vulnerable that need the shot more than you, but they aren't getting it for one reason or another, maybe they don't understand technology. If you can't help them out, you are still helping them out by getting vaccinated, because if you come across them, you're probably not going to kill them. So I don't know, get that shit done. I don't know. A lot of people are still dragging their feet because they're like, well, is it morally ethical? And it's like, get it. Like, that's it. End of conversation. At this point, we just all got to get it. I don't know why I went on that rant. I'm super duper high. My dealer, he had a lot of weird fun names for me today, and I think my favorite was what is it? Black tuna. Never had this strain before, and whoo boy did it give me a lot of anxiety. So black tuna, avoid it at your local dealer.
Save it for me. I want to smoke it on Saturday.
Oh shit! Oh my gosh! Yeah, next month when you tune in, Billy Bullock's going to be living on this coast, and you won't be able to tell the difference at all.
Yeah, you will. Yes, you will. You know how you'll be able to tell the difference? Because I won't be able to do this. Like,
That's true.
I still haven't touched the wall. Now I touched the wall, and now I'm coming back, and I've touched the other wall. I'll never be able to do that again for the rest of my life. Probably.
That's true facts.
Hug that Midwest face goodbye.
Like if I do this, I'll hit both walls in my next apartment.
Right. And then say goodbye to every corner of your neighborhood having an awesome Mexican restaurant. There's maybe 2 good Mexican restaurants in this entire city.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, but I like falafel, so it's fine.
Realize how valuable like the Mexican American population in Chicago was, just for the rich culture too, and also because there's no good Mexican food here, but there's a lot of different foods here, so you can like experience a lot of different foods. Because I was eating tacos all the time when I lived in Chicago, and now I like Ethiopian food. Who knew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
The roti game in New York is much better.
Roti, they get it so thin. Okay.
And you get different types of roti.
Well,
it's all over. Like it's actually a rainbow of roti.
It is.
That I don't even know that exists in Chicago, but yeah, no Mexican food.
That's the end of the show formally, but we're hanging out. We like to hang. You can still donate money